Ooh, I like this. Okay. Ooh, I like this.
Please re-enter your 6-digit PIN. If you think you have reached the wrong show, hang up and... Welcome, host. You have not started a show session in Collins Studio and cannot yet receive calls on Talk and Chitket and Clicks. Please visit the Collins Studio website and begin your session. Music will play until your session begins, or you may call back when you are ready. Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the Collins Studio web interface. Audio recording is on.
Yo. For real. I think it's 7:30. Thursday. I'm all upside down. What am I doing here? Maybe that might work. That's right, the call in, guys, is 313-825-5557. That's right. It's the Me episodes, and I'm upside down again. I love it. Oh, there I am. Right side up. Caro. What's good? Here. Hi. Let's see if this works. Obviously. That's me up there. Over there. All right. Hey, guys, tonight's episode. This is what we're doing. They're back. Tennessee State representatives who were expelled last week are now, both of them, back in. The Tennessee, all three of the Tennessee three are back in. Yeah, man smiling, that's Justin Jones. Man holding the mic in the upper left-hand corner. Man holding the mic is Justin Pearson, the Justins. Oh, let's slide over to the right. I want to show you guys. It says enticement, message sent and message received. That's right, guys. There's evidence through text messages, and we probably already knew this, but we're going to dive in to the continuing RKelly saga. That's right, guys. That's right, Pied Piper. That's right, Pied Piper. I mean, honestly, don't come for me because
I'm just a baby.
don't do that. But then, guys, speaking of,
I'm just a baby.
what in the hell? The Dalai Lama is caught on. He's caught in 4K. I don't know what they were using. I don't know what kind of camera they were using, but they caught this man basically seducing a young child, kissing him on his mouth, asking him to suck his tongue. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We'll do that. But that's what's going on right now, guys. Join me as we go live with the Me episodes. I'll put my chat in here while we do this. Happy Friday's Eve to all my peeps. We are at it again. Chat is in session. Caro's on deck. You already know. She's on deck. You guys join in. That's what kind of day I'm having. I woke up saying, hey, you know, be loved and be loved. Be loved and be loved, guys. That's what we need in this world. We need with all this craziness going on in the world, we need a little bit more nurturing, guys. That's right. That's the baby. Nurturing. That's what we need. So, yeah, you already know. Don't LOL me. I'm speaking facts. Uh-oh. That's for you, David. Mainline is in the building. What's up, guys? I missed you. I missed all of you. I've missed you. Let's pick up the chat real quick, though. Yeah. Isn't that better? Let me know. We're here for you anyway. You. That's what we're here for. The YOU. And if you're just getting in here, that's what we're doing, guys. This is our show today. This is what we're going to talk about. Now, I know there's much more crazier things, so much so that I can't think of one at this moment. But honestly, there has been so much news going on. I'm talking about in sports and politics. It's always going on, but I don't know, guys. Somebody told me Mercury is retrograde or about to go retrograde. If you dig on stuff like that, you got to be careful. All right. You guys want to know? I'm sipping on a little peach punch in my talking shit, getting click sipper, let the children sing. And then for snack time, guys, he brought out the Nutter Butter Bites. The Nutter Butter Bites, guys. Oh, you know what? You can't even see me. I'm showing you stuff. You can't even see me. What am I doing with my life? Let Mo 3 times be seen. That's right, guys. Nutter Butter Bites. I'm not giving you the finger. And some cashews. And some peach punch. And I got a whiskey ice. Because I live in a house with some ratchets. Ramid! Hey, cuzzo. What's going on? Long week. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. I got the whiskey ice cube in here because I live in a house full of ratchets. Ratcheros, if you will. I do. They are ratchet, and nobody knows how to fill an ice tray. Does anybody else go through what I'm going through? So, what are we cheering for? What are we?
What you cheering?
What are we cheering?
It got worse. But I feel like it's about to get worse.
Worse. I already know because it's summertime. So now I'm going to have dishes stacked in my sink. But just like nobody rinses anything off. It's just a smear of like, yo, it's like the whole sound guts of the PB&J fell out on the plate. And then the plate just gets tossed in the sink and it just dries on there. And yo, honestly, I will do a dish. I'm not gonna lie. I will bust a sud. I'm not too big to bust a sud, but I don't usually do it. But when I do, man, I think I need more appreciation. If no one's gonna clap for me, I'm gonna clap for myself. For me. And I get chimes. I don't know. I think that's my sound effect. I don't know. Honestly, you know what it is. But still, yeah, that's what we're doing today. Guys, I'm telling you, I'm slow rolling because honestly, I don't have anything set up right now. You can see I got cameras upside down. I got my homeboy just trying to freak the electricity in my house. Whoever put our electrical in our house, oh my God, it was rigged. It was rigged up. I'm going through it. Regard me. Regard me. I'm not lying to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Oh, everybody saying hi and being. All right, there we go. Yeah, but seriously, it is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It feels like one of those old jokes when you used to snap on each other. And like, you ring the doorbell and the toilet flush. Like literally, if you ring the doorbell in my house, a blender will go off.
What you cheering?
Why? Why are we cheering that? I know, but he's getting it together, and yeah, that's what we're doing. That is what we're doing. Friday's Eve. Don't forget, call in 313-825-5557. You might have called in, and I don't know because I'm not even looking. I'm not even looking at the queue right now, but all right. So I'll get back to my chat because that's where I like to be. This is where I feel comfortable, right here on the screen with you guys out there, with all of you. I feel comfortable with you on this screen. But still, let's see myself up. I'm not even upside down no more, fellas. Peeps. Where? Oh, I'm somewhere around. There I am. Hi. I am on 3 times, and welcome to the Me episodes of Talking Shit, Getting Clicks. I am sitting here in this middle donut right now, all out of sorts. Let's make me bigger. All right, that's what we're gonna do. So it is a listen, guys. It is a pleasure to be able to come in here on a Thursday. Like, I'm tired. I always complain about not getting enough sleep, and I don't get enough sleep, but I get energized once I hear this right here. That's what I'm here for. It's kind of selfish. I know it is. It is selfish. All right. So, guys, let's do it. You know, today we're going to talk about and discuss the latest news and the latest controversies. That's what we're going to do. We're definitely going to do that. And these controversies and news have been making headlines. So in this episode of the Me, psych, we, when you call in, we're going to cover a range of topics that have sparked public outrage and debate. We're going to talk about the events in Tennessee that's been going on the past couple of weeks, where several state representatives were expelled from offices. 2 to be exact were expelled, and 1 was basically almost expelled, but held on by 1 vote. We'll discuss that. I know that's been all over the news. Oh, I gotta go here. Right? So we're going to talk about them being expelled. We're going to talk about the happy ending. I'm going to give you the spoiler alert. They were voted back in, but the story itself, the ins and outs and the things that have gone on in the Tennessee state lawmakers' tent, I am telling you right now, it ain't nothing nice. Why? We're cheering because it's just the truth.
Hey, bitch, come here.
I didn't mean to hit that button. I've already started hitting wrong buttons already. We're par for the course. I mean, every time I do that, we have a pretty damn good show. We do. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about the Justins there, and we're going to talk about, oh my God, the Speaker of the House. And guys, if you don't agree with me or what I'm saying, if anybody disagrees, you can always, and I let you know, because it's Thursday. That's right, 7:30 p.m. We started moments ago, but you call in 313-825-5557. Believe me, I know that number by heart. I'm going to put it back on listening and recite it with my eyes closed. 313-825-5557. Believe me. Because you call in, we're talking, we're shooting the shit. Next thing you know, You're throwing something out there, boom, and we're back clicking around and we're Googling. We're like, oh man, that happened. That's crazy. What do you think about that? Now we got a nice discussion going there. You know, we're having a meeting of the minds here, and that is part of what we're doing. All right. I can go on forever, guys. But we're also going to be talking about Kells. That's right. We're going to be talking about RKelly. And we're going to talk about some text messages that have surfaced between one of RKelly's victims and their victim's parents, explicitly basically telling the little baby
It's just a baby.
to entice RKelly so they can get the record deal. Isn't that nuts? Right? That's what it should have been. And then, of course, we're going to discuss the Dalai Lama, who is facing criticism after a video emerged showing him asking a young boy to... I mean, this deserves a sound effect. Let me find, like,
many people.
No. No.
Just like you pull in and you just get spit right out of them. You just drop in and just smack the lip. Whoop-ah, drop down, snap. And then
Honestly,
What's the matter? Do you miss me?
you know what I mean? Do you miss me? So we're going to be talking about that, all these recent controversies, and then we'll touch on some other news stories. I'm sure, Rob Mid, you will throw something in that chat that I know I missed, something that you were up on that I missed, and we're going to talk about that too. Man, yeah, that's what it is. Hashtag RKelly, hashtag TN representatives, hashtag Dalai Lama. And that's what we're gonna do. So chat, anybody in there? Is my chat even going anymore? Are you guys still there? I'm gonna throw a little question mark out. Right? Ones in the chat. Throw your ones in the chat. I'm so worried. Yeah, all right. So listen, I did. Guys, you know what I do. You know how I do it. You know why I do it. And I do it for you. Matter of fact, let me share this because I don't see Flashback. I don't. And I haven't spoken to him in a couple of days. So hopefully we'll get a Flashback Satan. We always need some wisdom from our old heads. Let the children sing. All right, so let's kick it. Let's just do it. I want to start out. I got so much on Tennessee that let's get into the Kells. Do that. I know that I have a oh, here's my 413. So, guys, I keep these links popping. I had anybody ever get their computer updated? That ever happened to you? It is not the best thing. But we got a lot of information for you. And we're going to have some fun. And we're going to talk about, let's talk about RKelly. I'm going to save, let's do RKelly first. Let's add, I don't know how to use my computer. You know what? I can't even lie to you guys anymore. I gotta keep it real. Cables. Let's put them in red. All right. Let me throw this over here. I have loves in the house. Love. I don't know if you know this, but you're supposed to be right over here. Right over here. But we'll take it how we get it.
if you have documents, if you have photos, if you have clues, and evidence, if you will.
If you will. Yeah. So, yeah. That is definitely the wrong screen. That is not the screen I want. What am I doing here? No idea where anything. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. That's why. There we go, guys. That is the Pied Piper. I'm going to bring the chat with me. I got to bring in the chat with me. Chat wherever we go. You're coming with me. Hopefully I can show you. All right, let's bring it back. Guys, I'm going to do a little maneuver here. Why am I still clapping? All right, so, yeah. We're going to talk about Kels. I want to pull my chat with me. So let's pull the chat. And oh. There you guys are. All right. So, guys, this is the Pied Piper. Kels. Don't act like you don't know him. I'm not gonna lie, I was just telling you guys, like, last time out, I was stepping in the name of love. I was stepping in the name of love. Of love. I was. Because it goes. It goes. Now, this is the story we're talking about. These are the alleged texts between RKelly and her mom. They resurfaced, and they surfaced discussing RKelly, and this is the report I'm going to show you. Enticement. You know what? I can't work on beautiful thumbnails. Come on, guys. Tell me. Is this the one? Now, let me explain this thumbnail to you. Let me curate this for you, if you will. RKelly, I can't even say it right. RKelly, Clary's mother, her name is Alice. Which one do you think is the mom, and which one do you think is the daughter? No chat? I'm gonna go back to Kels. On the left, is that the mom? All right, come on. All right, we already know. All right, so RKelly is wearing white on the right with the translucent shades on there. You know what I mean? And then on the left side, with the number 7 parted straight down the middle. That's right, I know my weaves. Guys, I know my weaves. Number 7 parted straight down the middle. Yaki. She got the yaki. I have no idea. It sounds like, if I know what I'm talking about, guys, let me know. But I just made that up right there. That is RKelly's mother. Those were a text message sent because the mother sent the daughter some text messages in regards to RKelly. I'm going to talk about not only the reason, we are going to discuss these text messages. If you heard it in the media, that's great. If you haven't, then even better. That's what we're going to talk about. We're definitely going to talk about that. However, I'm also going to tell you what these texts mean in regards to the law and RKelly's ongoing cases. And we'll talk about that. All right. So RKelly's definitely going to sit behind bars, but let's look at some of these text messages. This came from The Neighborhood Talk. Throw it on the money. Right. So, text message exchanges between RKelly's ex-girlfriend, RKelly, and mother, Alice Carey, put on a show. Dance, grab his hand, wiggle, shimmy, sit on his lap, entice him. Guys, it's called the enticement. That's the segment.
What you cheering?
I know. Sometimes we can't be cheering all this, but let me read it out to you because I know it's so little. All right. Jane's mother, and we're going to call Jane because we now know that, you know, in court when you're underage, they call you Jane Doe or John Doe if you're underage. Flash is in the building. You know. There he is. All right. Back to these text messages. What's up, Flash? It's good, bro. All right. So they call Azriel Jane, obviously, because they want to keep her identity a secret, because at the time going through this trial, she was underage and everything. So the defendant believed Jane to be 8 years old. If you see me say Jane, we're talking about Azriel. Be prepared to sing 3 songs. This is coming from Alice Clary, which is the mother, which is right. It's her. That's her. That is her. That's her. Mama says to the daughter, be prepared to sing 3 songs. He said he will meet you and listen to your song. Please have your glasses off, hair to side. Mama knows best. Pretty hurts. And third, your choice, don't yell. When she says mama knows best, pretty hurts, and third, your choice, don't yell, I'm thinking maybe some song selections that they have lined up to sing, right? All right. She said don't yell, but put on a show, dance, grab his hand, shimmy, wiggle, sit on his lap, entice him. While singing, it's all about performance, ellipsis. This, your chance and opportunity, don't blow it. Jane's mother, Jane's mother, Alice, even told Jane, Azriel, not to look grown. Emphasis added. Yay, that's a good mother. Yo, guys, isn't that a good mother telling her child not to go to RKelly's looking grown? Isn't it? Isn't it? Yo, I'm doing this to you right now because I am on some trickery. I'm on some trickery because, yo, that's not what it is. She said, don't look grown. You take off that ugly ass lipstick, right? I told you he don't want you to be grown. I told you keep your hair curly. Don't straighten it out, trying to look like an older lady. Keep it curly, because that shit looks a mess. You need some jeans or shorts. You trying to look grown. He wanted you cuz. Why he wants you? He wanted you cuz you look young and innocent. That's what he want. Not a little girl trying to be grown. You're a damn fool. That's Alice talking to her daughter, Azriel. I was gonna hit the yays, but I can't hit the yays, guys. I hope you understand. Oh, perfect.
It got worse. But I feel like it's about to get worse.
Worse.
It got worse. It got worse. It got worse.
It got worse. Let's go on. And guys, let me tell you what. Honestly, yeah. So basically, that's what. Yeah, Caro. That's what we're talking about. It's crazy. Like, all right, so we're watching Surviving RKelly this whole time. I'm getting off a tangent right now. But we're watching Surviving RKelly, and I'm not gonna lie. Anybody who's seen Surviving, if anybody has seen Surviving RKelly, if you watch this, you had to say that, hey, what we found out was that, hey, listen, RKelly is RKelly. We've been knowing this, old school people, gray in the beard. I've been knowing RKelly was like this since the time of Aaliyah. I was coming up in school about Aaliyah's age. She might be a year or two older than me, but we were like, damn, and I'm talking about this in like junior high. Oh my God, RKelly's dating Aaliyah. Remember they came out on a motorcycle at the BET Awards or something like that? Are we gonna have to replay that? I think we should replay it. Aaliyah. And rest in peace. Let me know.
This isn't okay, man. This is not.
I know. I should be singing. R. Kelly, motorcycle. Boom. That's what we're gonna hit with that, and then we're gonna hit videos here. Oh no, what's that? Remember R. Kelly pulls out with Aaliyah on the motorcycle? Don't be telling me this didn't happen and I was dreaming within a dream, Inception style. I don't know if this is it. I gotta mute this. But yo, like honestly, guys. Oh no. He did come out on a motorcycle, but it was for Gotham City, was it? No, that's not it. Gotham City. Like, bro, he did the Gotham City song and it was dope. R. Kelly is a genius. He's a pervert, but he's a musical genius, guys. When we get the phone lines calling, you gotta tell me, like what are we gonna do? For once and for all, are we gonna like compartmentalize the man from his music, like his nasty, freaky, nasty doings, from turning up? Like I didn't understand Bill Cosby. Like people were like, oh man, I feel it sucks. Like that hurt that Bill Cosby got found out to be like a serial druggie rapist or whatever. Because people were like, yo, like I idolize him. He's such a big, huge part of me growing up. He's in like all of my life moments. There's somehow Bill Cosby was in there. Leonard Six, Puddin' Pops, Cliff Huxtable, somehow Fat Albert, somehow, Bill Cosby affected their life. And that's how I feel like, yo, like my entire life, R. Kelly has basically been there. You know? So I believe I Can Fly. That's my stuff too. All of them. You can't, like his songs go. What do we do, guys? What do we do? But anyway, the reason why those text messages of the woman having her daughter, Azriel, erased, I believe Azriel was the one there that was like he wanted to jump on his boy. Like she left her parents. Can you blame her? All right, so do we still stick with the parents' first thing saying that R. Kelly had gotten to her, brainwashed her, and now she doesn't want to come home? Or are they saying that, hey, my parents were abusive as fuck in the first place? I'm sorry, Flash. I know. You told me not to do that. But it is something. It is something. And it's something because, oh my goodness, they get on this thing, they get on Surviving R. Kelly, and they're like, yo, my baby. They're going through the motions. They're going over to the studio saying, like, nobody's there. They're having health and wellness checks. Remember that? Health and wellness checks at R. Kelly's trying to get in there, and nobody's answering the door, even though we know they're clearly there. Oh, I can see her in the window. This is just coming back to my mind right now. I'm like having a Johnny mnemonic right now. But, like, we're going through all of this. All of this. We're going through it all. We're going through all of it, and then we come to find out that, no, it wasn't the Pied Piper piping. It wasn't the Pied Piper piping, guys. It was the mama.
To the left, to the left.
Because the truth shall be spoken, and it should be spoken.
As it should be spoken. So we come to find out that, no, not only do we have somebody that, honestly, if you don't think that R. Kelly is a child predator, no matter what you say, like he's a child predator, then, but you're feeding your baby to a shark. One of Chicago's finest. Me and Ev Love one time had an argument. We had an argument at the ShopRite parking lot in East Violent over R. Kelly on this. We have weird conversations. Somehow I got to R. Kelly, and I was like, yo, like those girls knew what they were doing. Like that girl that he peed on, like, you know what I mean? Honestly, she's like a young babe, but at the same time, like, let's not act like we don't got no young hot asses out there. You know what I mean? And it's always me, like, honestly, even though she's still a hot ass,
It's just a baby.
you still have to protect the baby, no matter what. You know what I mean? You gotta be an adult about it. Even if she's out there just being wild and has no training at all, she's still a baby, and it's our job to protect the baby.
What's the matter?
You know what I mean? But still, we were having an argument. I was like, yo, and then we're talking. I was just breaking it down. Like Chicago has a culture within a culture of pimping, and this comes back to me reading the Iceberg Slim books, and this is where R. Kelly comes from. Then lo and behold, we find out that he himself was sexually assaulted as a kid, and he was molested, and he's coming from so many deep, dark, rooted things. Like, man, like, it's not always a black and white situation. I mean, it's easier to make those decisions when it's children involved. But I mean, then you throw this on top of it with a parent sending a child, directing them to entice R. Kelly so that they can get some money in their pockets. And this is what we got. So I went all the way around the world. We're back here talking shit, getting clicks. Me episodes. Bam. This is where we're at. This is what we're doing. I'm flicking scenes on you. I'm flicking scenes on you. But I say this because this is about an act. And it's called the Mann Act. And the Mann Act is basically when you transport a underage person across state lines for some crime type shit. Usually it's you're taking your underage girlfriend or lover across state lines and you guys are having sex. And that makes it a federal offense. And the reason why we are going to say that R. Kelly may escape the federal offenses of the Mann Act is because, let me read to you. You guys want to see this? You guys want to see it? I'm going to put it on the monitor. Still not big enough. All right. So, the government alternatively argues that defendant is guilty of the Mann Act stemming from his April trip to California because defendant knowingly persuaded, induced, enticed, or coerced Jane, aka Azriel, to travel to California. Insufficient evidence exists to prove that defendant took any action to induce, persuade, entice, or coerce Jane into traveling to California. See, it's a legal talk, guys. It's that great legal talk. In order for the Mann Act to persist, he has to induce, he has to persuade, he has to entice or coerce Jane, Azriel, into traveling to California to do all their salacious activities. Right? And this was their travel to California between April through May of 2015, right? Quite the opposite. The record actually shows, through the use of these text messages, that it was Jane's mother, Alice, that purposefully and strategically enticed the defendant, aka the Pied Piper, aka Aura, aka Kells. It was the mother that enticed, it was the mother's purposefully and strategically enticed that defendant with her 17-year-old daughter, comparing her to Aaliyah at various points. And then they have a reference point. It says the government takes great umbrage to this characterization, but the record speaks for itself. Breaking down. We're going to break it down. Although defense counsel did not make much use out of it, government's exhibit 233 offers powerful evidence, and the GX 233 is basically the text messages, guys. So although it is GX 233 indicates the text messages that I read, having the certain whatever. Anyway, the GX 233 offers powerful evidence showing that the defendant had no reason to induce, persuade, entice, or coerce Jane into going to California with him. text messages introduced by the government show that Jane, the government. Yo, this defense lawyer is, he's that guy. He's that guy because he takes the government's evidence that they were trying to use against RKelly and used to get RKelly for this federal case, this Mann Act. They're using it to actually to get him out of this charge. So that's right. Text messages introduced by the government show that Jane, with the guidance of her mother, enticed defendant, the Pied Piper, who reasonably believed Jane was 18 years old, to bring her to California. In short, when Jane traveled to meet defendant in California in April, May, she required no enticement, nope, no persuasion, nope, or encouragement of any kind. I would correct that to say of any kind from the defendant. It all came from her mother. Guys, what do you think about that? What do you think about that? I'm practicing because Kels is still probably going to be in jail for a little bit longer, so I might get my R&B on. I might go pop. But that's what we got, guys. Oh. If you like that little information right there, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you now. If you like the information, please do me a favor. You hit that like, subscribe, and that notification. Do me a favor, and I'd appreciate it. I do. Now I'm trying to take that subscribe off the screen right now. Thank you. It's Thursday. We just got to talk about RKelly. All right, guys, I was going to talk about the Dalai Lama next, but I can't take it, man. Not yet. I need a buffer.
It's just a baby.
Seriously, that's how I feel, man. Also, let me tell you what, man. The call-in line is 313-825-5557. If I just broke the Kels down to you guys right now, and I'm talking about you can hop out the chat, pop on your phone, give me a call. Call me. And we'll talk about RKelly. Because, you know what I mean? There's nothing more than I would like to do is to talk this shit, get these clicks.
I think Nick
Want this? You want it? Come get it.
Goodness. And now I'm back to hitting buttons. Oh, y'all see the no tone, right? I'm about to start hitting the curls. I'm gonna hit the curls, and I mean, I'm about like crunches. I was like 50 crunches away from superstardom, but I'm gonna need a whole regiment on the crunches, guys. I'm gonna tell you, it has nothing to do with these delicious Nutter Butter bites. Hold on, Nutter Butter. It has nothing to do with these delicious Nutter Butter bites because, I mean, they're only 140 calories. You guys get those 100 calorie packs, and I've had them before. Like, oh man, let me, ration out my snacks for me, because you can't tell me how I'm gonna snack. By the way, Caro, I still got them chocolate Teddy Grahams for you. I'm gonna try to get them over to you, yo. They're sitting right there. The last pack, because since last show, that nobody was eating them, but since then, I can't find them. I can't find them on my beautiful snack shelf right now. Actually, my beautiful snack shelf is getting depleted. I'm gonna have to refill it up, but it's gonna be a nighttime maneuver. But yeah, yo, if you've had 100 calorie pack joints, you can tell they're flimsy. They're a little light. At 40 extra calories, guys, you're gonna lose 40 calories just by walking down to the block and taking a deep breath or something like that. You can knock those 40 calories out, and you'll have a delicious snizzack. And I'm gonna tell you what, these cashews are 240 calories if we're counting. You see Mr. Peanut? You see his shape? If you eat these in and out, man, if you eat 2 of these, which anybody can easily crush, some salted cashews real quick, 2 packs of these are, those are what y'all do. Like, you don't just pour these in your hand and just, you know, do the player thing. No, you take these, you rip them like a grenade, like you're in battle, you rip it and, so, you know, you got them going down the wrong pipe, you're choking, but it's okay, because...
I want more. I want more. I want more.
That was Kel's guy. I don't know. You remember Denzel was talking to what's his name? In Training Day, he was like, "Oh, that's right. I can use a bed. Thirsty. I can use a bed. You want to go to jail? You want to go home?" Do I need that sound effect? Anybody got any ideas for more sound effects, guys? I mean, this is obviously that's definitely for forever. And I mean, but any of the other ones, I don't know. Anybody got a favorite sound that they like to hear? Let me know in the chat. I'd appreciate a little interactiveness. Guys, you see, I just went into RKelly. Give me something back. Give me something back. The mom wanted some money. It's all about the money. It's always all about the dough, guys. I just got a YouTube now live on your YouTube channel that I went live. I'm just now getting that email notification. And I don't like it. And I am. You're right. I am doing it. I am stalling you guys out. 'Cause yeah, buckle your seatbelts for real, because this is the one that I actually did a crap load of homework on, you know? That's what I'm saying. You're gonna have to buckle in now, because this is the info one. All right, this is the info one. I mean, if you want to call in 313-825-5557. I can use a voice of reason, and as I reach out to you guys reach right back out and
The truth.
Ooh, I like it.
guys, guess who's on the phone with me right now? It is Flashback. Yo, Flash. The mom should be charged with child endangerment. The mom should be charged with, I mean, what do the pimps get? What's that charge called? I know it's not solicitation. It's not, it's when they're, when the pimps get a charge, it's not called pimping. It's called something else. But basically, the mother pimped. You know, and then, like, when you're reading through those text messages and you hear, oh, my goodness, don't be going looking grown, you're thinking, like, yeah, like, she understands. Don't be having your little girl dressing up, trying to look older than she is to entice no man. And I'm thinking that. And then in the very next sentence, she's basically saying you're not going to grown because he not into the grown girls. He likes them looking young and innocent, just like you are, baby. Go get this check.
What you cheering?
Crazy. Flashback, you on?
Hey, I don't know about the mother in the text, but you know what the FBI agent said to RKelly upon his arrest?
Let's hear it, Flash. What'd he say?
You're in trouble now.
To who? I'm sorry. Was that a...
RKelly. I said the FBI. They said the FBI our agent said to RKelly upon his arrest is that you're in trouble now. You're in
no, stop it. Stop it, Flash. No.
It went over your head.
No, keep your dignity. Yeah. When you said it the second time, I was like, oh, you're in.
I have much to say about RKelly.
But you know, I already know.
It was mother.
Coming. Okay, go ahead. As far as the mother,
as you say, you got mothers out there that will pimp their daughters.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think about? About the lawyer basically using the text message from the mother to beat the foundation of the Mann Act. Obviously, RKelly never needed to persuade, and that is the biggest part of the Mann Act. And basically,
yeah,
you know the history of the Mann Act, right? You know why they created
it? Not really.
Oh. I'm gonna tell you.
Educate me, please.
Let me break this down. Yo, there was a famous boxer named Jack Johnson. Pops, you know where I'm going with this?
Remember Jack Johnson?
Remember Jack Johnson, the first black heavyweight champion, even though I know we'll go back and watch Hidden Colors and there'll be like 2 more of them. But let me throw Jack Johnson up. Guys, we're taking a little side mission right now. That's why we do it. That's why we're here. So I'm going to take the chat away just for a second, guys, but I'm here. This is Jack Johnson. First black heavyweight champion of the contemporary era. He was born in 1878 and he died in 1946. And he was nicknamed the Galveston Giant, and he used to beat the crap out of everybody, including white men, because really they were the only ones allowed to box at the time. So Jack Johnson loved a couple things. He loved knocking out white dudes, he loved dating white women, and he loved driving his car fast. And what he would do was he would get his little white woman, and she wasn't absolutely positively a woman, she was a younger girl, and he would get her in the car and drive real fast across state lines. And he was taking his white girl, and his white girlfriend, and they were, in their relationship. And obviously, you can see the picture of Jack Johnson. It's a black and white photo. Even today, these things are frowned upon. Back in those days where they took that black and white photo, it was hellaciously frowned upon. So Jack Johnson basically became an outcast. He was already beating up white guys. He wasn't liked for that. But, we're always going to respect athletic prowess. But when they had the opportunity to find something on him, it wasn't hard to say that, hey, Jack Johnson is being filthy and he's fucking up the culture because he's dating a white girl. Pops, I know I'm on the phone with you. I didn't mean to use that type of language. But, all right, so that's what they did. They created the Mann Act because they wanted to get Jack Johnson in trouble. And that's basically what happened. But let me tell you some key things about Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson, as you can see, was born in 1878, died in 1946. He was alive when the first cars came off the line. And he was rich enough to buy cars. Not just a regular Model T, but the Fast Boy. And he would drive them fast, so fast that they say that he would get pulled over by a police officer for speeding and pay him twice and give him twice the fine. So if the ticket was $5, he would give him $10 because he was saying, I got to come back through here and I'm going to be speeding and I don't even want you bothering stopping me. Here, just take your ticket money right now. Also, flashback, he invented a tool that to work on his car. He invented a tool to loosen and tighten the screws of his car. Do you know what they called that tool?
Now tell me.
The monkey wrench. That's not it is funny, but it's not funny because He invented the monkey wrench.
Never knew that.
Right? Jack Johnson. This is why the Man Act was created, because he was dating white women. Do you also know something else? There was a very famous movie that came out during Jack Johnson's lifetime. You know what that movie is?
Rocky 3.
Come on, bro. Rocky 3, really? Come on, better guess. The movie was called King Kong. Jack Johnson is King Kong. Fay Ray, the screaming white girl, was the babe that was with Jack Johnson. If they ever do it, and I think they are going to do a Jack Johnson movie, that's going to be a killer, because he was, I mean, he was big. He talked shit in the ring. He beat up people. He's got controversy in there where he threw a fight. You can actually see him. It's because they used to fight outside and like fairs and everything. And they used to fight like 20, 30 rounds back in those days. Like whoever fell out first, that was, you can actually see him. He falls down gingerly. He's covering his eyes from the shade. He's not really knocked out. So they kind of show him throwing fights, but they also show him knocking dudes through the ropes. And I mean, if y'all think Floyd Mayweather gets hated on, this guy hated. This is where the whole idea of the Great White Hope comes from as well. Jack Johnson, I mean, you can see the importance of boxing the past till now. Boxing and fighting has always been that real, you know, because at the end of the day, that's the pinnacle of masculinity, machoism. So everybody wants to always have the top fighters, and here in this time of, man, we're talking about like he came, less than 2 decades after slavery. So Jack Johnson, guys. Jack Johnson.
Yeah, but my question to you with Jack Johnson and RKelly was he taking underage white girls and peeing on them?
Hey, we don't know. Jack Johnson was that wild boy. He was drinking whiskeys. Fine whiskeys. I'm talking about, he was drinking prohibition type whiskeys, you know, the good stuff. So I'm pretty sure you peed on somebody. I wouldn't put past him. Do you hear the things Chuck Berry used to do to girls? Come on,
not really.
Pops, remember Jack?
I'm not into all that perverted stuff.
Yeah, but
that's why I forgot about RKelly.
Yo, you forgot it. You forgot about RKelly. I mean, step in the name of love will make you forget that.
But check this out. For everything that you was telling me about the mother and setting up the daughter and RKelly, like young girls and etc. My whole thing, well, did RKelly find out about what they was trying to do to set him up, and he just got peed off? Peed off.
All day, Flash. That's you all day. I'm laughing, believe me. I'm laughing, but I gotta be professional for it. But your jokes.
Well,
your jokes are
I feel like this. RKelly was a joke.
Really? But, I mean, at the end of the day, you really can't deny his talent. RKelly is in a rotation. He's really not in a rotation anymore. And that was another thing I was talking about. Like, can we compartmentalize things? And I think we do compartmentalize, especially when it comes to people, and we compartmentalize people from what they do. And is that something that we should do? Is that something we should do as a people? Or should we take everybody, not, hey, you can do good, but you're an asshole over here in this area? Like, how how do you calculate all that at the end? Like, honestly,
Well,
how do you...
my calculation, well, my calculation is on this. Every time I hear all the stories, and just thinking of myself, if it was my daughter, I just want to know. I hear about the mothers, but where's the fathers?
In the interview, Alice Clary's and Azriel Clary's father is sitting there. It's more of the mother, kind of running the show. But the father's sitting in there. I'm not sure if he's the same father that actually played with R. Kelly in the band. I don't think so. But in Surviving R. Kelly, there is a underage girl that R. Kelly was dating, and her father knew about it. I don't know if he was happy about it or whatever, but he knew about it, said nothing, because he would play bass on tour with R. Kelly.
Hey, well, maybe he had permission.
But there you go. A grown ass man in the United States of America, I can marry your. I'm 40. I'm 40. I can marry your 13-year-old daughter if I get permission from the parents.
Well, I'd say like this. I have to agree with Ravi and say it's all about the dollar.
It's all about the money.
So.
I mean, it might say, "In God we trust," but it ain't real. But we treat it as it's real.
Really,
we voted for it. So.
Well, I look like this. R. Kelly is old news. I guess at least they got the chance to take a shower. And my thing now is update. Even as flashback, it's I'm interested and like to know what's going on with Tennessee.
I've been stalling. It's really not vegetables, but they're back. They're back. When I say there, I am talking about Justin Jones and Justin. Left to right is Jones, and on the right side is Justin Pearson, and behind them is the Tennessee building. You know what, guys? I'm going to show you. I'm just going to show you a smidge. Oh, you know what? Yeah. All right. So let me show you a little behind. Up. Close out the R. Kelly. Set up specifically for this. Guys, let me show you. I have this little program. It's called Millnote. See it behind me? You see all this stuff behind me? It's kind of like broken down like some crazy. The only thing I'm missing is red thread going from picture to picture and everything like that. That's how we break down our, this is how I break down when I'm going through. A lot of it, obviously, is through social media. So I'm looking at aids, videos, as you see down there. This is a 2-hour video of the House of Representatives. And yes, I watched it. Not all of it, but I watched a lot of it, and I did it for you. You know what I mean? Just so you can find that little tidbit of information that maybe the next guy doesn't know. I'm smart, but man, I'm telling you, a lot of it's just plain old digging and hard work. At the end of the day, work, but I'm doing it for you. I do. This is a good segue for me to remind you that we have a call-in line, guys. 313-825-5557. This is our show for this evening. There's some things I'm supposed to do where I'm going to show you that. And then tell you, join us. Talking Shit, Getting Clicks. That's the channel. And we are watching the Me episodes. I'm going to show you. If you watch that background quickly, if the hand is quicker than the eye is quicker than the hand. In a second, this will change. Bam. Bam. There we go. We episodes. But you know what? Most importantly, hold on this way. I'm going the wrong way. That way. Live. That's what we are. We're live right now. And for some reason, I still got that applause going. All right. So we're going to get into Tennessee. Flash, you see, I've been stalling. How should I start this story? How should I talk about this story for you guys? Should we start in the middle? Should we do this Pulp Fiction style and just start on chapter 4 and then bring it back to chapter 1 and then bounce to 2 and 3? Let me just show you the guys. Guys, right here is Justin. Justin Jones, I believe, is from Oakland, California. He is black, and half Filipino. And this is him right now. See Justin Pearson behind him. And guys, Justin Pearson. Let me go back to this picture here. I'm going to pause it, and I am going to show you. Sitting down right now is Justin Jones in a white suit. Shown him. Sitting up is Justin Pearson with the afro. And then, this is why they call him a Tennessee 3. This is the third member of the Tennessee 3. And her name is, obviously, guys, I can't. But she's not important right now because really they're calling it the Tennessee 3. It's really the Tennessee 2 because she wasn't expelled. She wasn't expelled at all. She was up for expulsion and kept it for 1 vote. We'll talk about that. I think really honestly, the Republicans in that house was like, yo, bruh. We're gonna teach you a lesson. I'm gonna keep your seat. I'm gonna keep an eye on you. Because that's what they do. I was gonna start here. I don't even think. I'm gonna do it right. Guys, I'm gonna take my time on this. Rock with me though, because there's just so much going on. And I just wanna show. We're gonna watch some videos, so that's always a good thing. And yeah, all right, so I'm gonna do. Start with a video. So just a week ago, the Tennessee House of Representatives expelled Justin Pearson from the Tennessee House of Representatives. And here is a video.
That came cotton field. Prophecy that came out of the prophecy that still in everyone. I know we are still here and we will never quit.
Out of order. We're voting on House Resolution 63. All those.
Oh, that guy that's standing up there looking like the Speaker of the House is actually the Speaker of the House. His name is Cameron Sexton. He's a Republican.
Those in favor, vote aye when the bell rings. Those opposed, vote no.
All right. So the choice to have these guys expelled was a motion called HR 63, and it was presented by Representative Farmer, who is also a Republican. We are going to hear from Representative
Has every member
Foster.
voted? Does any member wish to change?
But right now, we're showing that they're actually voting. This was just a week ago, April 6th, 2023. Here's the results.
Their vote. Mr. Clerk, take the vote.
Aye, 69, 26 nays.
Having received the concurrence of
Here's
two-thirds
the
of the
vote.
members to which the House is entitled in the Constitution of the State of Tennessee, House Resolution 63 is hereby adopted. Without objection, the motion reeks here is tabled. Pursuant to Article 2, Section 12 of the Constitution of the State of Tennessee, I
This
hereby
is the
declare
vote.
Representative Justin
Where-
J. Pearson
There you go.
of the 86th Representative District expelled from the House of Representatives of the 103rd General Assembly of the State of Tennessee.
Insane.
What you cheering?
You guys with me? You guys with me so far? This is Tennessee. We talking about Tennessee. Talking about Tennessee.
So what you know about the history of Tennessee?
Man, I know the history. I know that Tennessee is the state where Martin Luther King was assassinated. I also know that Martin Luther King was assassinated in Tennessee damn near to the exact day that these people got expelled like 50 years ago or something like that. Am I right? Am I right? Am I close? Am I close? Am I right, Flash? Huh? Come flashback. Sorry, Dre's
Yeah, it's
here.
been
He's
about
helping fix the
50
lights.
years.
Guys, Dre, fix the lights. You know what I mean? If you need your stuff tweaked, if you want to change a fixture, if something's not going right, if something's not going right, you call me. I got a guy for you. You know what I mean? You call me. You don't call 313-825. You call the number. You know what I mean? I got me. Reach out. I know a guy. He's nice with his. He's nice with his. All right. So this is Justin. Bet. Thanks, bro. So this is Justin Pearson, and Justin Pearson has been voted out of the House. Right? So that's how his day started. Listen, honestly, I want to tell you what. Basically, the same thing happened for Justin Jones. Who's Justin Jones? That's Justin Jones in the white suit sitting down, a.k.a. Justin Jones. All right. So, as you can see, that a lot of the members of the House were not happy. Well, people in the gallery were not happy with it. Did you see the votes? It was 69-26. That is exactly the 2/3 vote needed to expel someone from the state representative's house. Why? Why were they expelled?
Please tell me.
Don't do that to me. I'm going to tell you, but you also know I'm clicking around too. Oh, it's a lot of information. It's nice, well organized, as I showed you. A lot of stuff. I am going to play the video. On.
Well, They said it's because no bullhorns was allowed on the floor.
All right, so they said that there were no bullhorns on the floor, but you know what? Let's show you. Let's jump back, and I want to show you where some pettiness started. Now, let me tell you what about Pearson and Jones, the Justins. They were just recently sworn in. I mean, Justin Pearson was criticized the first day on the floor for wearing traditional Western African garb, aka the dashiki. Right? Let's look at this. I'm showing
Opportunity is knocking in Memphis. Yes, Comfort Dynamics heating air.
I'm sorry. I got you. Ad will have to. This ad is going to end.
The talker not dressed to legislate in the Tennessee House.
What is
Memphis appropriate origins in West Africa, popular in the African American community. It's a tunic worn formally and informally that has origins in West Africa. Well, Thursday, a Memphis lawmaker opted to wear one, and it turned into a debate on the House floor and social media about decorum.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thursday was the first day on the job for new Tennessee State Representative Justin Pearson. And just like the first day of school, he was very intentional about his attire.
Wearing this dashiki on the first day and being sworn in wearing it is paying homage to the ancestors who made this opportunity possible.
During the day's opening remarks, Representative David Hawk of Greene County got up on the House floor to speak.
I want to talk about the history.
Hold on. Look at Buddy in the orange tie behind him. Look at his face. It's like it's a dare. It's a dare to get up there. I'm speculating right now.
History of Lois D. Berry.
The late Lois D. Berry was a well-respected longtime member of the state house, a Democrat and first woman and African-American to ascend to the position of Speaker pro tem. Hawk recalled years ago being reprimanded by D. Berry for not wearing a coat and tie in the assembly.
We honor Lois's memory and how we look and how we treat each other and how we give the respect that we hope to get back. I still, to this day, I keep an extra tie in my drawer.
It's time for the rules to change. It's changing times. There are going to be more people who are a part of the body that represent the plurality of our country.
Pearson immediately took to social media Thursday, posting, "A white supremacist has attacked my wearing of my dashiki. Resistance and subversion to the status quo ought to make some people uncomfortable." Tennessee House Republicans fired back, saying on Twitter that House decorum rules were unanimously approved and said, if you don't like the rules, perhaps you should explore a different career opportunity. That's main purpose is not creating them. We checked and found there is no written rule for what can be worn on the House floor. However, in the permanent rules of order decorum, it is with explore a different career opportunity. That's main purpose is not creating them. We checked and found there is no written rule for what can be worn on the House floor. However, in the permanent rules of order decorum, it is within the Speaker's purview. There is a precedent of wearing a suit and tie, but it doesn't mean it can't be changed.
I told you, Kelly, I've been wearing suits since I was 8 years old. There's not a problem with wearing suits. There is a problem with upholding systems that tell people what is wrong and what is right based on what is considered normal. And in this status quo, what is normal is what is white.
Now, Speaker of the House Cameron Sexton did send us this statement saying, in part, men must wear a coat and tie if they wish to be recognized in committee or on the House floor. Ms. D. Berry would frequently address members violating this precedent and remind them of the requirement.
All right, so the former Speaker of the House there was Ms. D. Berry. We saw her. It was a black woman and she was beloved in Tennessee. That's what they're saying now. I'm going to say that's bullshit. I'm sure they gave her hell while she was Speaker of the House back in the day. Now we're talking about a dress code, people. We're talking about a dress code, and we're talking about the state rep Cameron Sexton himself shooting back a Twitter with the Twitter fingers, basically having a Tennessee. It's not a shame because honestly, after this story, it made me want to buckle down and check Jersey House of Representatives, and I actually suggest everybody look in on a couple of sessions of their state representatives. And I would say go on the gallery and see really what's going on, because tennis is messed up in there. Starting here, this is your state representative. Now, the reason why, and Flash will tell you, while I have a special thing in my heart where it comes to making laws and being in following procedures and everything, is because when I was a young warthog,
You stupid.
I know. When I was younger, I was in classes called political legal education. And if you have some type of course like that in your school for the younger people, I suggest you take it, because it talks about not only our legal system, but our political system, how laws are written, how they're voted upon, how things get implemented. Did you know that you, as a regular citizen, can write a law? You can write a bill, you can write it on construction paper, you can write it on a bar napkin, you can write it in a tweet. You can write it in a little text message, you can write it anywhere, and you can send it to your state representative and have them sponsor your. I know. You can. Technically, you really can. You know that you can also write a check, a bank check, as long as you have your account number and stuff like that on any piece of paper, and it's like a legal check. Try it with your bank. They're going to give you troubles, but technically you'll be right. And this is what we have the things. We have these technicalities. We have the technically I would be right for going up in the bank with a napkin and my account number and saying, hey, I would like to withdraw this money from my account, because I'm actually giving you all the information that I'm supposed to be giving. Here we go with another technicality. Now we have Justin Pearson that started the first day in the Tennessee House of Representatives wearing a dashiki. Flash, why do you think that Justin Pearson wore a dashiki on his first day to the Tennessee House of Representatives? Please.
Well, he just spoke for himself. He wanted to represent his ancestors that before him, the struggles and the sacrifice they've made, that till this date, like you said, after 50 years of Jim Crow and civil rights. And we talk about our young people now, and just what he said, they're ready for change. And this old school and ways of them having their power and authority to do and say what they want to do, even regardless of what the true rules are. This is what this generation fighting now, and they don't like it.
They're fighting the status quo. You're absolutely right. I think every generation, Pops, even your generation before you, when you're younger and you're coming up, you have this idealism of how the world should be, and that's nothing wrong with that. But usually it's the younger generations that put up that good fight that needed to be fought. I mean, we not get civil rights without the kids out there shaming their older parents to get out there and for real, we're not trying to live like this, and that's how we all came together, old and young, rich and poor, to make a change. That's just one example of what happened in Tennessee. Got a young black man coming into the house. He's wearing his dashiki. Yes, he is absolutely making a statement that I'm here and things are going to change. He's a politician. This is how we do it in politics. You know, we kind of got to know how, like Jay-Z said, move in a room full of snakes. I know. Do we move in a room of snakes by, standing out from a crowd? Is that what we do? I'm asking questions.
Well, my whole thing on what he did to
Speaker Will
just come in and be a representative, he should have slowed down, because again, I said this generation is so microwave and so quick to want to jump and make changes. I said for the game, as far as that was concerned, wait till and work your way up to the Speaker of the House
before you put the dashiki on. I mean, at least be a chair of something.
Hey.
How about let's not do it on our first day? I mean, I'm not mad at him for doing it. Obviously, there was no
No.
But Pops, this is
well,
we're just gonna dive dead into this though, because there's so much.
It's even though not to get off the subject, but just like my partner Frankie D said when we said about the music business, you can make your changes, but you can't change the business.
Yeah. It's a cheat code. There's some people out there who have you're not gonna change the overall business. You can change yourself and you can make your own lanes and you can do your thing, but overall the music business is gonna be you're definitely right about that. I agree also, like I don't have a problem with him wearing daishiki. Obviously I don't have a problem with him wearing a daishiki. It's just for my question is, are these people that are protesting him for wearing his daishiki or giving him problems, specifically Representative Cameron Sexton, does he not know that a daishiki can be used as, a formal piece of attire? Does he know that? Does he care? Or is he just like, this is how it is, this is how it's going to be, you're joining us now, and you're going to play by our rules, and we're going to do it how we're going to do it? That's kind of how it feels to me. Like, this is what we're doing, and you're not coming in here telling me how I'm going to run my house, and now you've identified. This is me just working it out in my head right now. He identified himself with the daishiki. There's other points I want to make here, but we'll do it when we get down the line. Let's look at some more stuff. All right, so even before all this happened, Justin Pearson had already made himself a target by the Speaker of the House by wearing the daishiki, and that was it. There's a lot of Tennessee people who are not for Cameron Sexton. As he's talking about these events that happened, especially the events that led Justin Pearson and Justin Jones to be expelled from the House floor, he compared it to the January 6th riots. And we would have to correct him because of what I'm going to show you. Go back to the
Don't risk losing your Michigan
aid. You guys can look at me right here while these little ads run. And then when an ad runs, I'll back up. All right, so this is what happened. That's the gallery. There's no sound on this. See, there's a little, didn't look like he pushed. It looked like he stumbled. One of the police officers stumbled over one of the other police officers. They're coming in, they're clearing out. They grabbed one funny-haired kid. He has his arms up. Blocking the door. It looks like a little kerfluffle. But this is what's going on inside of the Senate building. Now regard me, guys, because like I said, we're going to Pulp Fiction this and jump all over the place. Why were they there protesting that building? Flash, you remember we did a story about a young lady dude shooting up a private Christian school in Tennessee? Flash? Chat? You guys with me still? All right. The reason why these people are here right now is they are protesting because they want stricter gun laws and they want gun control and they want their houses of representatives. The people that I told you, you can write a bill, give it to them, and they're going to, they can push it through for you, or, fix it up for you to get it pushed through. They want these guys that are protesting their fellow representatives wearing daishikis and getting in Twitter battles with them, even though there were no rules broken. Basically, these guys are outside protesting with chants of no justice, no peace, and save our children. All right. And they're doing that because a crazy went into a school and shot up some kids and a couple of adults. And there's people that are tired of hope, thoughts and prayers. Come on, guys. Been talking about this. They're tired of thoughts and prayers, and they want to see some action. There's some people that don't want to see guns on the street. I am Second Amendment. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that guns. I love the thing that guns don't kill people. People kill people, because that's not a lie. That's true. These are some big things that we need to deal with. But the Tennessee 3, or we're just going to talk about the Tennessee 2, the Jones, and Pearson, they are definitely anti-gun. And there's pro-gun protesters there, and there's anti-gun protesters. Let me tell you why Cameron Sexton saying that what took place there at that state building, that state house on that day, is nothing like January 6th. Because, first of all, no one was killed. I think I want to do sound effects. No one was killed. No one was injured. There was no property damage. And even the representatives that were there and the police officers, even those police officers in those hands handling the funny-haired boy, they will all say that, hey, it was a peaceful protest. Actually, guess what? They're handling that funny-haired boy, but guess what? There were no arrests. No arrests reported, which means that's telling me that that's a peaceful protest. How in the hell can you compare that to January 6th? Are we watching two different videos now? Do we kind of see what's going on here in Tennessee State? It's not a Democrat-Republican thing. I'm a flat-out liar, and politicians.
You stupid.
That's true. They do.
I want more.
All right. So while they're getting expelled, this is Representative Jones's speech on being expelled. Let's check it out.
Let's talk about expulsion. For years, one of your colleagues who was an admitted child molester sat in this chamber. No expulsion. One member sits in this chamber who was found guilty of domestic violence. No expulsion. We had a former speaker sit in this chamber who is now under federal investigation. No expulsion. We have a member still under federal investigation. No expulsion. We had a member pee in another member's chair in this chamber. No expulsion. In fact, they're in leadership in the governor's administration. So once again, what you're saying to us, that you're trying to put us on trial, I'll say what you're really putting on trial is the state of Tennessee. What you're really showing for the world is holding up a mirror to a state that is going back to some dark roots. A state in which the Ku Klux Klan was founded is now attempting another power grab by silencing the two youngest Black representatives and one of the only women, Democratic women in this body. That's what this is about. Let us be real today.
Passionate speech. Yo, he was expelled too. They expelled him. Right after this speech, they expelled him. Now you guys are like, yo, like who was the child molester and they kept in there? I'm seeing that I'm starting to see there's a theme for today's show. Oh, so we're gonna talk about, there's a guy.
Let's talk about expulsion.
Oh, let's talk about expulsion. That might be a sound effect. Oh, man. He was talking about former Tennessee Representative Justin Jones. Who is he talking about? Back to the monitor. Let's talk about this guy. Check this out. Every time. I already knew this was gonna happen. And I still oh well. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna go. I don't even want to play that because I'll get copyrighted. Everybody's little bass riff right. All right, here we go.
By WSMV4 Investigates. Tonight, our Jeremy Finley has a look.
Now, former state representative Justin Jones said today that the House had an admitted child molester on the floor, but that lawmaker wasn't expelled. He's talking about former Representative David Byrd, though Byrd was never charged with any crime. In fact, Representative Gloria Johnson herself drafted a motion in 2019 to expel Byrd, but it ultimately failed. WSMV4 Investigates first revealed that 3 women accused Byrd of sexual misconduct when they were teenagers, and he was their basketball coach. After the teenagers became adults, one of the women reached Byrd by phone and recorded it. In that audio, Byrd said, "I hope you believe me when I say that it's one of those things that I think about all the time, and I always ask forgiveness for it, and I hope you can forgive me." He also said this.
I can promise you one thing, that I have been so sorry. For that.
Byrd would never say what exactly he was apologizing for. Speaker Cameron Sexton then asked the Attorney General if Byrd could be expelled for alleged conduct committed before he was a lawmaker, and the then Attorney General advised against taking that action. Governor Lee did ask Byrd not to run for re-election, but he did anyway and won. He ultimately left the legislature after getting extremely sick from COVID. Jeremy Finley, WSMV4 Investigates.
Are you? So is that a smidge of hypocrisy there? Yeah. So Justin Jefferson, so in this story, the person that had this chomo up for expulsion was Gloria Johnson. You guys know who Gloria Johnson is? Show you. I'm gonna show you right now. That's Gloria Johnson, guys. So yeah, Tennessee 3. This is the female woman Democrat and the 2 young black Democrats that were up for expulsion. Gloria Johnson was almost got expelled, and it 1 vote. Doesn't that sound like a message? Isn't that like putting a severed horse's head in someone's bed? Huh? You're 1 vote away from us kicking you out? And then for the other 2 troublemakers, the one with the daishiki and then the guy with the Hawaiian silky slick back, they got to go.
What you cheering?
Is this normal politics here? Flash, what do you think? Is this just par for the course? Is this the GOP? Is this happening in each and every one of your states? Are they handling business like this in each and every one of your states? I want to show you guys so much more, but you know what I think is very important? Man, you know what? Never mind, the lawmakers. I could show you something. Let me just show you footage from the floor that day. Somebody else that could have been expelled. All the time, guys. We gotta get our commercials out. loading an ad, so. All right, so it got very crazy on the day that I showed you all the people outside the gallery in the State House, the and the Sheriff's Department back. Like I told you already, classified as a peaceful protest, no damage, murders, one hurt, and yeah. And let me show you something that happened on the floor. You know what? Justin Jones tells you how a leader of that house, a representative that's not just the task of making laws and voting on laws. There are other, there's like whips, majority whip and minority whip, and they're basically for, Democrats and Republicans to make sure that everybody's in order, understand what everybody's going to vote and how everybody's going to vote and, what's up. The whips usually keep everything in order there. I don't know that why they're called whips. Then you have the clerk who, he's close to the speaker. He reads off kind of like a quartermaster, for the speaker. Basically, the secretary keeps everything going, keeps the time, keeps the minutes, keeps the record. And then you have committees. So there might be committees during the state to deal with anything from the environment to law enforcement. And you're dealing with the environment, you might have some federal funds coming in there that you're going to, be overlooking. Or being a custodian of those federal funds. And if you're in the leader of the crime committee, then you're going to have, more money coming in. So they're just like in our national politics in our Congress. These guys are basically the Congress for their state. It basically runs the same exact way. There are procedures that you have to speak, and we heard Maxine Waters and Reclaiming My Time and stuff like that. But that's some stuff that we learned. We learned these procedures in a PLE class I was talking about. And we got in fights as kids. You know what I mean? So to see adults in it, it's kind of crazy. But let me show you some of the nonsense that went on that day on the floor. That's Representative Lafferty with the glasses. Lafferty. That's the gallery. This is Jones holding his phone. You know what I mean?
In Operation Crime and Justice, new information in the case of...
He hits him and then says, "Get your hand off of me." That's crazy. He put his hands on him. You don't get expelled for that. No? You don't get brought up on any type of charges for that. And he says, "Get your hands off." Strikes him. Yo, is that what we're doing in 2023? So yeah, that was the gallery. So during that gallery on that day, as you see that they're taking pictures, this is actually when the guys get suspended. And Justin Pearson, when he was making his defense against expulsion before the vote, he says that, hey, there are some procedures that I didn't know. Like, I'm new, and there's some rules I didn't know. Like, one of the things that they were charged was coming down and getting in, like, the position where the clerk is. They call it the well. And he was like, I didn't even realize this was the well. I've heard you guys say well, but until you said that this was the well and pointed it out to me, I didn't know that. Now, ignorance of the rules, and we see that, that may be something lacking with Pearson right now, being a young buck. Yo, if you're going to break the rules, you're going to come in with the dashiki and a throw out, and you're going to make a statement, my dude, it is of my advice to you that before you know you're going to become that dude, you need to read the rule book. You need to read it inside and out. That's what you need to do. Just read the rule book so you know and you can expect what's coming to you. And then we already know the House Speaker, he's never read no rule book. He's been there. He see how everything is ran, and then I'm sure special things come up and you have to refer to the rules. But if you're going to be a troublemaker, you're going to be a good John Lewis type troublemaker, read the rules yet. Because, and this is a quote from the Dalai Lama, which we'll talk about him in a little bit. Aww. But the Dalai Lama says, know the rules so you know how to break these. Learn the rules so you learn how to break them. Dalai Lama. You know what I mean? So I think that's something a little lacking with Pearson. Jones, I don't think they were out there. Now there's some things they did. Like I said, they went to the well. That was one of the things. Another thing is that they were yelling out. Gloria Johnson said she never yelled or raised her voice. She just basically walked down with the two gentlemen. And that was it for her. And then there were holding signs. There is a picture of Justin Pearson up in the gallery holding a sign that says basically I'm anti-gun violence or stop the gun violence and stuff like that. Let me tell you who's in that gallery, though, right? There's a lot of liberal protesters. Right now, we're seeing the same type of makeup that we saw in Ferguson, that we saw in Wisconsin, that we've seen around. It is a lot of young white women out there, and they are protesting for equality, basically. Their rights to live and everything. And that's why we saw people wearing glowing stuff and pink wigs out there. Not to say that there weren't other people out there, but the majority of the protesters were out there were white women. And this is why there are a lot of people that have podcasts that are talking down on Justin Jones and Justin Pearson for these things. Because Justin Pearson, when he came in with the dashiki, said he's going to try to break down these social norms. And these talking heads on podcasts just like me, they're giving out this point. And I've heard this already. I don't really watch other podcasts. I see like, I do it. And this is what I've been hearing. And this is what I heard from another very well-known up there with it. They're basically saying that Justin Pearson and Jones are talking about the patriarchy, basically code words for talking about the LGBT basically playbook. They're saying that they're LGBT. Now, they are trying to be discredited. I know that Tariq Tariq Nasheed, who did the Hidden Colors, and he does a show. He was showing a old video of Justin Pearson speaking normal. He didn't have the afro, and he's not using the tones of a Martin Luther King in the gallery. He's having a regular talk. And you can hear Justin Pearson when he has the cadence of a preacher, of a Southern preacher at that, and he's talking to the people kind of like channeling the energy of Martin Luther King, of a Jesse Jackson. And they're saying, and Tariq Nasheed says, no, this is who he really is. And it's just like a black dude that's, normal, saying, hey, I'm running for politics or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I'm trying to tell Tariq, bro, this is what you do. And this is what a lot of them didn't do. And I mean, you may not be getting the best information from me right now, but let me tell you, I'm taking you back to this monitor. This is what I've done. I have watched interviews. I have seen this man's entire speech when he was in a gallery. I'm saving you from this. And I'm going to let you know, even though he was in a gallery performing with that type of cadence, he's got the fro going on, when he takes regular Twitter, because I follow him on Twitter now, when he's talking in regular interviews, he sounds normal. He's not doing the preacher thing. He's not doing anything. If Tariq Nasheed would have just looked at a couple more interviews of this guy, he would have known that. I'm not trying to diss nobody's show. I can't afford to, really. I really can't. I have no say in that. But this is why I'm here, because I'm going to look at a couple interviews, and I'm not going to give you I'm not going to come for somebody's neck saying that they're false or they're fake, and I have no effing idea what I'm talking about. Really, this show is really for you guys. I'm giving you information. You guys can make your own opinions. I'm throwing them out. That's what I do. But I took umbrage with that because there's a lot of guys out there saying that, hey, Justin Jones ain't black, even though he said, hey, I'm a black man. He didn't even say anything about Filipino, although we know he is black and Filipino. He looks like a Miguel or something. I mean, singing the R&B, drop kicking people on the stage or whatever. But they are already saying, they're talking about him. I've heard reports of Justin Pearson being gay. I believe he's engaged to a lawyer who's actually a born female or whatever. But there are a lot of just bad things going on. I mean, bad information being put out there by people who should know better, who should really, really know better before they talking about these guys. When it comes down to like Black Lives Matter or LGBT or whatever, right, that's cool and everything. But look, we got two, honestly three, but we're talking specifically about two people that are sitting in the House of Representatives and they're trying to make it a better place. Whether they're going about it in the right way, that remains to be seen. I mean, I think they can use some work, but I'm taking them over the guy that was that had to go because of COVID, but even though he was messing with girls, I'm taking him over Cameron Sexton. I'm taking over Representative Lafferty, likes to punch people in the House. I'm taking those two guys over all of those guys in there. Seriously. But I just had to say that because I don't like people are coming at them. Now, you find some concrete stuff, I will reserve judgment, but we're not coming for people's necks when there's no neck exposed at the time. They haven't exposed their necks. But really, like, you're going to hear people saying that they're trying to, they're talking about a lesbian and gay community, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to, I mean, after 2008 with Obama, all you hear is that Obama, they helped the gays, they didn't help anybody else, and that's all you hear. But that's the route that a lot of people are taking with Justin Pearson and Justin Jones, and they are cutting their noses off to spite their face because really what I really want to show you guys, and there's so much information, but let's just take a look into the dailies of the House of Representatives in Tennessee. Let's just take a look. Then I'm gonna get off of this. I can do 18 hours on it. We haven't even clicked on half of the stuff. I will tell you though, better be available. So this is March 30th. This is when the protests take place. This is at 11:48, and I actually stopped it here because, actually this is when it comes back. They stopped at, I believe, 10:42 or something like that. And they are literally, all right, 10:49, 10:55, they're on recess. At this time, in recess, you're not seeing anything on the cameras. You're not seeing anybody down at the well. You're not seeing anybody with a bullhorn or a sign in their hair. And you want to know why? Because the House isn't in session. That is why it's not on TV right now. That's why you're looking at a sign that says recess and it doesn't have the pending bill that they're either debating or about to vote on. Why is that important, you say? Why? Why is that important, you say? All right, imagine being called for a holding penalty and you're in the locker room and it's halftime. Is that a good enough metaphor? Flash, you still over here? No, probably eating some chips. Or some bleached wheat with gluten. Live your life, Flashback. But seriously, like, can you get a holding penalty? Can you get a taunting penalty at halftime when you're in your locker room? Hold on. Say you're not even in a locker room. It's halftime. You can go out in the field. Is that a penalty? And Justin Pearson makes the point of everything that happened that you charged us with, us holding the sign, us using the bullhorn, we were in recess. We were in recess. Nothing was in session. How are you doing this? And I agree with him on that. That's just facts. All right, let me show you some of these. Like, honestly, I've been watching this. I think I could probably go to any spot and there's going to be some craziness.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This simply allows for an appropriation to the Office of Faith-Based Initiatives. That or renew my motion.
Zachary renews his motion. Any discussion on the bill?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Will these folks who work in this office be able to receive state funds as well as be able to be paid by outside sources as well?
Yo, let me tell you, that's somebody you need to look at too. Representative Bo Mitchell, I saw him speak earlier, and basically what he was speaking out was he was talking about how they voted on a bill for school children, but basically the bill ended up being them funneling money back to mid-tier private schools, because you got private schools that cost a lot of money, you got the public schools, and then you got a charter school, and then when you have your charter school here, and then you have your mid-level private school that's here or here or here or here, but your charter school's here. I pay in private, like everybody's, I gotta have my kid in this private schools up here. Then you got the public school. So what's happening is, because they're getting this money for these lower schools, and these monies are going into charter schools, they build to funnel the money back into the mid-tier private schools. Totally negating the reason for the bill, which was to help underprivileged and needy children. And Bob Mitchell basically goes in on them. This might be it right here.
They said, well, we're going to do, but they're not going to.
The next time, but people in this room will be voting on another one of these increases. You can guarantee it. Fourth, you
can hear them in the gallery in the back chanting right now about.
But I'm telling you.
They said, well, we're going to do, but they're not going to start that until 2027. I'll tell you, my people are tired of paying for this gas tax and not getting anything out of it. So there's no way in the world I'm going to have them pay more money. If you don't like Lexus lanes, how about Mercedes movers, Beamer boulevards, Tesla trails? I'm not having my people pay any more money for something they're not going to get any benefit out of. You may have noticed.
And ultimately, during COVID, come on, guys, you watch those YouTube videos? Robert Kiyosaki, or whatever his name is. Good debt, bad debt. How this guy said he's in debt up to his ears. How he borrows money to make money. How he uses other people to make his profits. Other people's money to make your profits. Where do you think this starts at? What do you think's going on? And we're talking about Tennessee. This is the state of Tennessee. Just like any other state, it has great areas. It has mid-range areas. It has dilapidated areas. It has war-torn areas. This guy Bo Mitchell is representing an area that is not the Hawks. They are from the Mighty Ducks. They are the Mighty Ducks. You know what I mean? And he's trying to stop from people that are already rich, you know, that already have everything. And he is trying to make sure that the people from his community that are, you know, struggling, paying their taxes, doing what they're supposed to be doing, aren't getting shafted. You know, like they're not making a volleyball court and using the taxpayer money because this guy's rich over here and they want to have a volleyball court. And now these guys' taxes are going up, or they're missing out on, you know, services that they need because, hey, these rich people don't feel like using their money to buy to pay for a stadium or arena or something like that. You know? Is it fair for somebody that works 80 hours a week at minimum wage to have taxes go to a stadium that they will never, ever get to enjoy? These are things that they're fighting there. As we should be. I don't know. I always plan this show to come out a certain way, and it just comes out the way it comes out. I can't even fight it. I'm just running with it. What's up, chat? Y'all still in there? What's up, love? Yeah. But we got more. So with all this crazy, oh man, I do want to show on the floor, I can't see. So yeah, house expulsion. And these guys were voted back in, by the way. Justin Jones was voted back in earlier this week, and Justin Pearson was voted back into the House yesterday. So they did all of this. They wasted taxpayers' money expelling these guys. Taxpayer money's right in the motion to expel these guys. They wasted so much time, so many resources for something that was it wasn't critical. You weren't in session. Everything that happened through recess, Ramid. Everything happened in recess. You're mad. This guy named Ralph. You seen Lafferty. You see, Jones said there's a guy that peed on some other guy's seat. This guy put his hands on Jones, hit him and said, hey, get your hands off me. Kind of like the don't resist it on the body cam thing seen time and time again. I don't know, man. Tennessee's he's from Oakland. I don't think violence is right, but let me show you something Justin Jones is saying that happened. So while they were going through all of that, about to get expelled, let's show what the Twitter blocked it. They didn't block this though. You see all those ladies in red? Those ladies are school teachers. And you see the people that aren't wearing the red? Those are parents of students and supporters of those teachers.
Dead because of your attitude.
It's gonna get worse. You know any teachers? They don't get paid to met these people. They shouldn't have guns.
What are they complaining about? I'll tell you what they're complaining about. And these guys in Tennessee just voted for teachers to carry guns in school. They just voted for teachers to carry guns in school. And those ladies in the red, the people in the red, and everybody in there are basically against it. They're against it. They're saying they're going to vote people out. They're saying that they're going to make a change, and I hope they do. But that's what we got going on in Tennessee. Do I think getting rid of guns is going to, logically, it will work. But can you do it? So now what we're going to do, we're going to put more guns in. Pat Tillman was a special forces, right? He was a Ranger. Former NFL player, went to Afghanistan, went to the Army, went to Afghanistan, special forces, elite unit. Know how he died? Anybody? Died because another elite got him. Guns are dangerous. Guns are even more dangerous who are using them in situations. And the highest trained soldier who lives with a gun has the muscle memory to hit anything at pace. Can have a fuck up. Those are trained men fighting in a war. Highly trained men fighting in a war and made a mistake. Killed their brother and all. Now Tennessee has just voted for the gym teacher to be able to carry a Glock 17. So these are mothers and teachers, people that have kids in their school, telling the people that absolutely and positively were placed in that position to vote their interests that, hey, we're not voting. So why do you think that those politicians in there would vote to have schools and the guns? That's how it's going to be that's how it's going to be soon. Why do you think they would vote to have teachers carry guns in school? Is it because Tennessee has a hell of a lot of arms manufacturers? Huh? Is it because of, hey, if you got a gun, you got to have ammunition, then you got to have training? I mean, that the school budgets for guns and training, does the teacher provide their own gun in Tennessee? That's quite possible. And I'm going to say there's a lady in here that says, and I'm not going to show you, but she says, oh, I got a gun, but there's no way in hell I would bring a gun. And, you know, she's comfortable with guns, but there's no way she would do it teaching 5-year-olds. Have her gun teaching 5-year-olds. Yeah, that's Tennessee. That's what they're doing. I can't find the link of, hold on. Guy's name. Pearson. But yeah, Tennessee's got a lot of going on. Hey, guys, yeah, I did a Tennessee, the live killer Tennessee. That kind of got kicked off of YouTube. The Facebook shooting where a guy just went all over the place shooting people. Tennessee. Tyree with the police officers. That was Tennessee. The school shooting that just happened. That was in Tennessee. There has been a lot of things going on in Tennessee. All things with guns going on in Tennessee specifically. I mean, it's like this year, Tennessee has a spotlight on. I'm looking for.
We have no choice.
That was well. They're gonna break some stuff down. I really want. His name. I'm gonna find it for you. And the reason why usually I would rush through this is you guys just have to see this. Why it's not on my planning board, but not on my planning board. We're going to yeah, we're definitely have to. I can't type. So yeah, found the child molester. I think I also found the guy they were saying was. All right, so just so you guys know that they have been appointed again by the commission, and the state constitution also says that as a lawmaker, and this is the cool thing, as a lawmaker, guess what? They came down to the well and they got expelled because they came down to the well because they were holding signs and using a bullhorn. Oh man, I want to show you this video, but this is actually better information than what I'm going to show you. They can't be expelled a second time for the same offense. If I was Pearson, we obviously know that Tennessee only follows the rules when they only follow when they want to. But honestly, every day, bullhorn, signs, down at the well, showing my ass, you can't expel me a second time for the same offense. When you know rules and you want to break rules, now you can break rules. So now these guys can go ahead and go crazy because guess what? They cannot be expelled a second time for the same offense. No, they cannot. Nope. So this is a lot of craziness. This Tennessee is really, really, really telling. Oh, I see.
Have them pay more money.
That's cool. So, like, these are the things that you guys, you need to check out. Like, honestly, like, this has motivated me to just get on Google real quick and find a channel where we can sit in and actually watch a session that's happening for New Jersey or wherever you are. You kind of want to peek in and keep an eye on these people, huh? Because as you see, that's how those things run. The House Speaker knows really what he's doing. Knows how to keep everything moving and everything running and how to keep the votes coming. That's what they got. And usually everybody knows how they're going to vote beforehand. I mean, the debate process is really symbolic by that time. A lot of the work on those bills are done, you know, through emails and over the phone and lunches and stuff. And they come in there, say what they got to say, and then vote. It's a big show. Once you're in that house, that's the show. That's like the arena. You know, when I look at the Eagles, we're like, Lincoln Financial Field is the home of the Eagles. No, it isn't. Lincoln Financial Field is not home of the Eagles. The Eagles play there, 8, 9 times a year? Maybe, unless we got playoffs and everything. The home place of the Eagles is at the practice facility, in the weight room, in the training room, in the film room. No difference here. When we see those guys on there, that's a live performance. It is also good, though, like I said, to check in on those live performances. Check in on your teams. And you will see there's some other things that I saw in this Tennessee thing, like allowing ATVs on a specific point of the highway. You actually went into a session, wasted time so people could have ATVs, a highway, because somebody owns property probably near that highway who also owns ATV and likes to ride them out and to hop onto the other side of their property by going on a highway, and they want to get tickets. So what type of person do you think could have a law written like that? Even though I told you guys, anybody can write a law. Anybody can write a law. United States citizen can write a law. The rich person wants to get his ATVs, and he knows his state representative. They probably party, and he's like, yo, I need that done. Do that for me. How it gets done. I'll be giving y'all. I can't believe. I don't know. We'll watch this.
My decision. We put the articles up on Monday, had due process, and the process worked today. The process, no, it's not about the expelling or not expelling. The process is you gave them all each due process. They had the chance to defend themselves. Members had the chance to ask the questions, and then there was a vote. Based off the vote and the evidence presented and the testimony of those three individuals and one that had her attorneys, the votes were tallied, and that's what happened. That was the process. Well, I think what you heard on the House floor today is that those members took away the voice of this chamber for 45 minutes when they were on the House floor, leading the protest to those and disrupting the business that we were doing.
And again, hear why they're being expelled? Because they took over the House floor during recess. During recess. During yeah. I can not understand why I can't find this bookmark. Find it. The last thing I do. But that's the one I really want to show you guys. Dalai Lama wilding the hell out. It's Cardi B because Cardi B has some words, but check out that. Check that out. I don't know, man. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Guys. Oh, I had this. Got people. Guys. I have to tell you that we're going to talk about the Dalai Lama. All right, so listen, Dalai Lama is for me, he is now a weirdo. Dalai Lama is a flippin' weirdo. You want to see it? Let's look at the Dalai Lama. Guys, just tell me what you think of this.
The Dalai Lama is apologizing for this exchange with a young...
I'm going to mute that. Said, come here, gripped him, gave him the hug, patted his back, tickled his armpit. He put his finger in his armpit. Oh my God, that's another story. Jalen Rose, Malika Andrews, finger in the armpit. He put his finger in the armpit. That's a touch. Let him go. Did he kiss him in his mouth yet? Tried to tickle him. Laughs. Shakes. Thanks. Is that it? Is that all that happens? Guy. They don't even show it in this video, do they? Oh my goodness. Guys, that's why we're here. They don't even show the tongue. Or did I miss it? He did, gripped him like Damon was gripping Craig and Day Day up in Friday After the Next. Gave him a shake. You know, a little forehead to forehead and a shake, a hug. That's cool. Oh. That's how we do our shake. That's not what you guys want to want to see the Dalai Lama being a freak. I promise you, Dalai Lama being a freak, we gonna see Dalai Lama. Oh, this one has a warning. I like it. That's the one we watch. One with the warning. Get it real quick. I'm gonna do a little, hold on, let me rewind this. And hello, my name is Jasper Green. Tonight we're going to talk about the Dalai Lama being a pervert. First, he tried to stick his tongue in a kid's tongue and he said, suck my tongue. And Dalai Lama's. Check out this. What is he? Graduate. Look, the lady's talking to the child down there. Child's got a request. He said, knock me some sugar. Said, no, the Dalai Lama doesn't. He takes the boy's hand and puts his hand low. Where's that boy's hand? And then he gives him the smooch. He's like, oh, you have pretty lips, little boy. Can you suck my tongue? And the boy was going to do that. The guy to the left, oh my, oh, we're gonna, oh man. Oh. Look at Buddy to the left. He winces. Look at the wince. One more again. Look at Papa's with the mask on the left side. Winced. And he was like, I can't believe the little boy's going, is he wincing at the Dalai Lama or the boy? He's like, oh no, not another. Oh my God, that's not Riz. Guys, that ain't Riz. That's nasty. It says, suck my. Dalai Lama kisses with his eyes open. They, right? The Dalai Lama is kissing with his eyes open. F said, that's so disturbing. What, F? Kissing with your eyes open? Evelyn, is it kissing with your eyes open? Is that disturbing? Oh, kissing with your, I knew you were going to say no. Now I got to tell the story. Ladies and gentlemen, first time I kissed my wife, my now wife, she wasn't my wife then. I kissed my wife and couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to kiss those lips. So, you know, a date, I'm being a gentleman or whatever. I'm like, yo, you know, it's time. I'm like, yo, I took you on a great date. You had a great time. Where's my kiss? Like, where's my sugar? I didn't do it Dalai Lama style, though. I didn't do it Dalai Lama style. But I'm like, yo, like, where's my kiss? I get my kiss. You know, we're getting a good kiss going. And I feel something like, look, someone's like, Maurice, open your eyes. Like, you're in danger. And then I open my eyes. It's like a big pair of eyes staring right back at me. I'm like, what the fuck? Close your eyes. Who kisses with their eyes open? I'm sorry. Eyes wide ass open. Like, why am I seeing your pupils? I can see your corona. They were only open because I felt something staring at me. I had to go back. But now, yo, she taught me how to kiss her eyes open. I call that espionage style. You gotta kiss with your eyes open. So you know when you kiss with your eyes open, you can like plant that microfiche. That's old. That is old school. That's right. I look up. I'm like, yo, like who's something on me? Right back at me. I don't like, you know, because you're like, I don't know. I joke, but I'm not joking. She really did that shit. So yeah, we go back to the Dalai Lama. This is with his eyes open. And yeah, like, first of all, this goes back to the RKelly shit. There's a lady there, grown ass, a child, right? You guys see what I see. Never mind the child, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 adults other than the Dalai Lama who's pushing 90, right? 5 adults. Adults. So if you got 5 adults sitting there allowing this to happen, giving no sense of this is not right to the kid, and this isn't, it doesn't have to, it's a child. Like, there's nobody sitting up there giving him the right or the wrong. They're all allowing it. How do you expect him not to kiss the Dalai Lama? Why? He was gonna suck that man's tongue. Oh my. Like, imagine the Dalai Lama is like Jay-Z. Jay-Z's the Dalai. Let me fix this light, because I got a shadow going. I know what I did something. Oh my God, the Dalai Lama is like Jay-Z. Dalai Lama. Oh. I'll show you Tata right here. You guys know Tata. Dalai Lama, I don't even want some of Dalai. Puff Daddy. If Puff Daddy is the Dalai Lama, probably shouldn't put it. Look at that. Guys, you see it. I'm a zoom in. Ain't that sick? The Dalai Lama didn't even close his eyes. Now look at Buddy. Look at his Tata, the one with the little maroon mask, and he's looking. Look at his eyes there. He know that ain't right. Like, you remember on The Wire, when Omar was before his boyfriend got murked, got killed by Stringer and him? Like, The Wire, and it'd be Omar with his boyfriend, and then the other dude that was on the stick-up crew. The other dude be like straight, and then like Omar would like slob down his boyfriend, and the stick-up dude, the other guy, it's disgusting. That's the look that Buddy on the left is giving right here. Look at those eyes. He's like, not this bullshit again. Yo, he even he looked at the chin like he did. That's the knock me some sugar. Knock me some sugar. He licked his head. Damn it, Flash. Not now. He licked his head. Yo, like, oh. He gave him some, like, here. He's like giving him kissing lessons. I never did this as a boy. And then he smooched them, eyes wide open the whole time, which I find disturbing. Not tip-top disturbing, but it's still top 3 disturbing of everything that's going on here. The first disturbing thing is that the Dalai Lama thought it would be all right to kiss a boy, public, private, or whatever. And if he's doing this shit in front of the cameras, imagine when the walls of the temple are closed. If this is what he's doing in front of an international community of reporters that follow him around, then what the hell do you think he does when he's back at the monastery? And then his right hand, literally sitting to the right of him, his right-hand man is looking at this, looks down. That's avoiding seeing what you're actually seeing. Then he looks back up. Yo, and he said it in English. I just read his lips. Hold on. Watch, he's gonna say, you wanna suck my tongue. Look at his, does the head. Suck my tongue. You see that? You can see, suck my tongue. Suck my tongue, suck my tongue. Hold on. You wanna suck my tongue? I think they tongue touched. Hold on, mind you. Come on, guys. Look at the boy's right arm. The boy wants to get away. Oh, I did y'all dirty. He hugs him. He grabs his arm. Right there. He grabs his arm. Hugs him. Yo, look at the guy walking behind Tata. This guy's looking like, oh, we got another one. He hugs him. He hugs him. It is at this moment that the Dalai Lama is like, whoa, where's his arm? He grabs his arm, pulls his arm, grabs his hand with his other arm, pulls it down. His hand right now is at least sitting on the midsection of the Dalai Lama. This is nuts. Yo, first of all, I watched this video in passing, but now that, you know, when I get my critical eyes on, I'm looking at this like, look at his hand. His hand isn't in the proper place. Gives him a kiss. Like, you know what? European style, Asian style, like a kiss on the lips. All right. It's a peck or whatever. But the tongue thing, I mean, I'd still bristle. I'd bristle. Laughs at him like, got you. Who knows? Got your. The child recoils. That's what we got to watch. I'm watching frame by frame. I know you're seeing things. Look, the kid is going to recoil. Look at Tata. Look at it. Kid recoils. Looks down in shame. Tata looks down in shame. Yeah. I'm done. After that, I am done. Shout outs to Justin Jefferson. That's my fantasy football wide receiver last year, and he's going to be this year. But shout outs to Justin Jones, Representative Justin Jones, Representative Gloria Johnson, Representative Justin Pearson, the Tennessee legislature. I mean, the jury's still out on you guys, but hey, I can tell already that you're way better than those other guys that are sitting on the other side of that aisle. Seriously. Thank you for your service. Guys, we had one. I mean, if you enjoyed my show, if there was something that moved you, if you learned something, please do me a favor. Do me a big favor. You click that like button, you subscribe, you hit the bell, definitely share this so we can, the algorithm. And that's right, talking shit, getting clicks. I'm Mo 3 times. You've been watching the me episodes. Flash was on the line with us. Chat is in the chat. Caro is asking if I'm here next Thursday. We will not be live next Thursday, but I will definitely have something for you when 7:30 comes around. Check us out. You already know, that's the channel, talking shit, getting clicks. It's a you channel. Me episodes, right? And with all you guys, we're gonna make it the we episodes. There it is. Oh, guys, one more thing. I forgot. If you left, whatever. But if you stayed, we're going overtime right now. I didn't make a thing for this, and this is something that I would really like to do because I enjoy the cinema. I like to just talk about a movie that I watched this week. And what is the... Yeah, that's funny. Oh, I forgot. Yo, Nick Cage. I'm not gonna, because that's what I'm talking about. Nick Cage is a Coppola. I keep married to Patricia Arquette at a time. So the movie that I watched was called The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. I know it's on Stars. It's one of those, like, every time I look at movies, I'm like, yo, I want to watch that, and then I forget about it. But yeah, it's called The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. It is literally a B movie with top acting talent, which makes it an A+ movie. It only grossed $29.1 million, but being it's a Nick Cage film and it's not Marvel, doesn't have a superhero, or it's not animated, it is awesome. Basically, it is the Unbearable Massive Talent. I watched it. You should check it out, and then we can talk about it the week after next. If I'm getting right, and I will show you. So check this out, Flash. I got it on Amazon. So Flash, if you want to check it out, that's the new movie on Amazon. Flash calls me and says, "What's the new movies on your Amazon?" I tell him. And then sometimes they'll call me and be like, "Can you get this movie?" And then we gotta reverse roles and I gotta act like I'm Flash, but it's like circa 1994 and be like, "Yo, you got movie money?" Oh, this chicken's coming home to roost, Flash. Yeah, Flash. Remember when I wanted to go watch Batman 2, but I didn't have Batman 2 money, huh, Flash? Yeah? It is something. Yeah, but check this out. It was it was just good. I don't know how to explain it. It was just good, unexpected. Not a Sir Grill. It's comedy. It's an easy watch. It's just, after this week that we had, guys, after this week we've had, we need some easy watches. Definitely we need some easy watches. All right. So, Ev tells me to be done by like 9 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. Yo, we did 2:30. I'm with that. But guess what? We're out. We're out now. I will see you the week after next. Yeah, we're gonna have a pre-record. I got a couple of shows for you to tide you over, because I'm gonna be out next week, because I'm gonna go to I'm actually going to a seminar. Me and my wife are going to a seminar next week out of state, and they're gonna teach us how to kiss with our eyes closed. But I'll definitely have a show or 2 or maybe 3 out for you next week for you guys to consume. So definitely, if you've already hit like, if you already subscribed, and if you're sharing this, hit the notification bells, because as you know, YouTube gets crazy with those notifications. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that I'm on here, but I will definitely have something for you guys. We'll see you then. Thanks everybody in the chat. I appreciate you guys. Thanks everybody who made comments. Ramid, Caro, Love, Flash, Mainline. All my guys that like to hang out. That like to hang out with me on Thursday. I can't believe it. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. See you next time. And if I don't go now, I ain't gonna go. So please. Yeah, stop the stream. Didn't I say peace? It's supposed to stop. You're not supposed to